The Senate will come to order. The Secretary will call the roll.
Senator Buck. Senator Cannizzaro. Senator Cruz Crawford. Senator Daley. Senator Dugnate. Senator Dondera-Loop. Senator Ellison. Senator Flores. Senator Hansen. Senator Krasner. Senator Lang. Senator Neal. Senator Wynn. Senator Orenshaw. Senator Pizzina. Senator Rogish. Senator Scheibel. Senator Steinbeck. Senator Stone. Senator Taylor. Senator Titus.
Senator Cannizzaro.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please mark Senator Neal absent, excused.
Thank you. Let the record reflect there are 20 senators present. Please rise for the prayer by Pastor Pat Propster, Calvary Chapel in Carson City, Nevada, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you and good morning. This is a prayer adapted from Psalm 139. Let's pray. O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know my sittings and my risings. You understand my thought afar off. You are acquainted with all my ways. There's not a word on my tongue, but behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. Where can I go from your spirit or flee from your presence? If I take the wings of the dawn and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me. You formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you. When I was made in secret, you saw my substance, being yet unformed, and in your book they were all written, the days fashioned for me, when as yet none of them were there. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O God. How great the sum of them. If I should count them, they would be more in number than the sand. Search me, O God. Know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties, and see if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Lord God Almighty, please strengthen the resolve of this session and all committees. May your providential and sovereign hand be that which leads and guides in all decision-making in the weeks ahead. To you, O Lord, be all glory. Amen.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order of Business 3, reading and approval of the journal by previous order of the Senate. The reading of the journal is dispensed with, and the President and Secretary are authorized to make the necessary corrections and additions. Order of Business 7, communications.
Congress of the United States, House of Representatives, Washington, D.C., 20515-2802, February 25th, 2025. The Honorable Steve Yeager, the Honorable Nicole J. Cannizzaro, Nevada Legislature, 401 South Carson Street, Carson City, Nevada, 89701. Dear Speaker Yeager and Majority Leader Cannizzaro, pursuant to past protocol, I would like to request permission as a representative in the United States Congress of the 2nd District of Nevada to address a joint session of the Nevada Legislature on Monday, April 4th at 5 p.m. April 14th at 5 p.m. Please contact my district director to coordinate the details of my visit, or if you have any further questions. Your consideration of this request is greatly appreciated. Sincerely, Mark E. Amade, Member of Congress. End of communications.
Order of Business 9, motions, resolutions, and notices.
Senate Joint Resolution 10, introduced by Senators Wynn, etc., urges Congress to take certain actions relating to the therapeutic use of certain psychedelic compounds. End of resolution.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer SJR 10 to your committee on, or to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Wynn has referred SJR 10 to the Legislative Operations and Elections Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senator Krasner has approved the addition of Senator Rogish as a primary sponsor on Senate Bill 95. Senator Cruz Crawford has approved the addition of Senator Rogish as a sponsor on Senate Bill 162. Senator Ellison has approved the addition of Senator Steinbeck as a sponsor on Senate Bill 202. That concludes Order of Business 9.
Thank you. Order of Business 10, introduction, first reading, and reference.
Senate Bill 237, introduced by Senators Wynn, etc., revises provisions relating to education. End of bill.
Senator Wynn.
Thank you. I'd move to refer Senate Bill 237 to the Education Committee.
Senator Wynn has referred SB 237 to the Education Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 238, introduced by Senators Buck and Krasner, revises provisions relating to the crime of hazing. End of bill.
Senator Buck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that SB 238 move to the Committee on Judiciary.
Senator Buck has referred SB 238 to the Judiciary Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 239, introduced by Senator Buck, revises provisions relating to Medicaid. End of bill.
Senator Buck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that SB 239 move to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Buck has referred SB 239 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 240, introduced by Senators Pazina, et cetera, revises provisions relating to state business licenses. End of bill.
Senator Pazina.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 240 be referred to the Committee on Judiciary.
Senator Pazina has referred SB 240 to the Judiciary Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 241, introduced by the Committee on Judiciary, revises provisions relating to juvenile probation. End of bill.
Senator Scheibel.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that that Senate Bill 241 be referred to the Judiciary Committee.
Senator Scheibel has referred SB 241 to the Judiciary Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 242, introduced by Senator Flores, revises provisions relating to the sale of residential property. End of bill.
Senator Flores.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 242 to the Committee on Judiciary.
Senator Flores has referred SB 242 to the Judiciary Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 243, introduced by Senator Flores, makes various changes relating to motor vehicles. End of bill.
Senator Flores.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 243 to the Committee on Growth and Infrastructure.
Senator Flores has referred SB 243 to the Growth and Infrastructure Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 244, introduced by Senators Lang, et cetera, requires Medicaid to provide coverage of certain treatments for obesity. End of bill.
Senator Lang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 244 to Health and Human Services.
Senator Lang has referred SB 244 to the Health and Human Services Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 245, introduced by Senators Lang, et cetera, makes various changes relating to education. End of bill.
Senator Lang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 245 to the Committee on Education.
Senator Lang has referred SB 245 to the Education Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 246, introduced by Senators Lang, et cetera, revises provisions relating to health insurance coverage for gynecological or obstetrical services. End of bill.
Senator Lang.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move to refer Senate Bill 246 to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Lang has referred SB 246 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 247, introduced by the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections, provides for health notes to be requested and prepared for certain legislative measures by the Research Division of the Legislative Counsel Bureau. End of bill.
Senator Orenshall.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 247 be referred to the Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections.
Senator Orenshall has referred SB 247 to the Legislative Operations and Election Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 248, introduced by Senators Buck, et cetera, revises provisions relating to education. End of bill.
Senator Buck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that SB 248 move to the Committee on Education.
Senator Buck has referred SB 248 to the Education Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
Senate Bill 249, introduced by the Committee on Commerce and Labor, revises provisions relating to certified registered nurse anesthetists. End of bill.
Senator Pazina.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that Senate Bill 249 be referred to the Committee on Commerce and Labor.
Senator Pazina has referred SB 249 to the Commerce and Labor Committee. Are there any objections? Seeing none, so ordered.
That concludes Order Business 10 and the business of the desk for this legislative day.
Very good. We are now on Order Business 16, remarks on the floor, introduction of guests. Senator Donate.
Thank you, Mr. President. For the folks that are with Touro University, if you can please stand. Today, we are pleased to welcome Touro University of Nevada, located in Henderson. They are joining us with 14 medical students and health professional students, 6 faculty and administrators to discuss the importance of healthcare and medical topics. Touro University in Nevada is proud to graduate more than 160 doctors in the state, with 54 graduates choosing to stay in Nevada for their residency training last year and continuing to add much-needed physician workforce to our communities. Graduate medical education and physician retention are uniquely critical to Nevada. As you see the medical students and the health professional students from Touro, Nevada here today, please engage in an exciting dialogue with the students and find out ways that we can all work together, so together we can make our state a healthier place to live and work. So please join me in welcoming them.
Senator Cruz Crawford.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today is the Nevada Contractors Association Day at the Legislature. The NCA represents the commercial construction industry in Southern Nevada. NCA members build our schools, our gaming properties, highways, high-rises, and everything in between. As a wife of a fifth-generation iron worker that holds their contractor's license, I know how important this is. Several of us have guests from the NCA today. Please make them feel welcome and join them for lunch at 3100 right after floor. Please, if you are here from NCA, please stand up and let's everybody give them an applause and thank them for all their work.
Senator Pazina.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I would like to introduce a special guest today, Sydney Mitchell, who's been serving as my legislative intern this session. She comes to us from Las Vegas, Nevada, where she was born and raised. A product of Clark County School District, Sydney attended Palo Verde High School, and her father is actually a teacher in the school district there. She graduated with honors in the Interbaccalaureate program. She's in her 3rd year at the Honors College at UNLV, where she's majoring in political science and minoring in Spanish. Sydney has a love for international travel, the violin, swimming, reading, but her true passion is here in the building. It's law, it's policy, and it's social justice. Her future plans include going to law school and becoming a defense attorney. Sydney's thankful for the opportunity to meet everyone here in the building, to learn what we have to teach her, and she's joined me on a number of meetings and been so instrumental in helping on bills already. Please give her a huge welcome.
Senator Taylor.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have 2 guests with me today. Please go ahead and stand. I'll first introduce Aaron Schuler. Aaron is an active member of the Washoe Education Foundation, or WEA. He's dedicated to advocating for quality education and the well-being of teachers and students in the Washoe County area. He resides in Nevada Senate District 15. Where he is engaged in local community and educational initiatives. Also, we have Sky Sessions. Sky is a nationally board-certified counselor with extensive experience in the education sector. With over 20 years dedicated to the Washoe County School District, yay, she has built a strong track record of success. Sky is also a proud resident of Nevada State Senate 15. Let's make them feel welcome.
Senator Steinbeck.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce, as my guest today, Scott Black. Scott is Mayor Pro Temp and Councilman of Ward 3 of North Las Vegas. I've had the honor of working with Scott over the years many times, Councilman Black many times in my former role as a fire chief, specifically on multi-jurisdictional issues that we'd have. And he's hiding behind me over on this side, but please welcome Scott here today, and thank you for being here.
Senator Orenshaw.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I am very fortunate today to have some guests from the Henderson Chamber of Commerce. Anyone here today from the Henderson Chamber of Commerce, please stand. And I'm so lucky to have these small business persons here. For nearly 80 years, the Henderson Chamber of Commerce has served as one of the longest-running organizations in Nevada, serving more than 2,000 member businesses and representing more than 150,000 employees in our state. It provides businesses of all sizes and sectors with support, resources, marketing, and networking opportunities. The Henderson Chamber provides advocacy to create a prosperous economic environment for current and startup businesses. And for those of us who grew up in Southern Nevada in the 1970s and 80s, we remember our friend Ben Stepman, who used to close his television commercials with, in Henderson, of course, trying to promote Henderson, trying to attract businesses. Through my activity, representing Henderson, I got to meet many members of the Chamber of Commerce, one who sticks out, Laird Noble Sanders, who worked so hard to advocate for Henderson, advocate for business development in Henderson. And I think, if Ben Stepman and Laird Noble Sanders could see Henderson now, the thriving community place people are so desirous of moving to start businesses, he'd be so proud of the work the Henderson Chamber's done. So please make all the small business people from Henderson Chamber feel welcome. Thank you.
Senator Buck.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. I wanted to introduce some amazing friends of mine, as well as Southern Nevada community members who came up on the invite. Trish Nash is managing broker of the Trish Nash team at Douglas Allman Real Estate in Henderson, and consistently ranks in the top 1% of sales in her market. She has held a Nevada brokerage salesperson license for 23 years. In 2024, Trish was inducted into the Nevada Real Estate Hall of Fame, which is an extremely coveted recognition. Trish is deeply committed to community service and has been a member of the Henderson Chamber of Commerce since 2004, when she previously served as chair. She is also active on various boards, including Living Grace Homes and the Finance Council of St. Francis Assisi Catholic Church. In addition, Trish is the founding president of the Henderson Police Department Foundation, launched in September of 2024. She also serves on the board of Touro University Medical School, which is kind of a fluke that you all are here today, and also chairs of the annual Viva St. Jude Golf Tournament, which raises funds to combat childhood cancer. Her charitable contributions have been recognized with the Silver State Humanitarian Award. And she's just a hero in my eyes with all she does for our Southern Nevada community and all the charities she's involved in. And her spouse, Michael Hiltz, is the president of Hiltz Commercial Group. Consults, advises, and assists with the acquisition and development of educational facilities in our state. With 47 years of experience in real estate, he has become a recognized leader in navigating both regulations and entitlement processes and in securing the personnel, funding, and relationships required to develop charter school facilities. Since 2017, Michael has successfully negotiated the acquisition of land and buildings for over 20 charter schools, which in aggregate represent about $200 million in property value throughout Clark County. That serves over 10,000 students and their families. Michael further dedicates his time to support the Clark County community through his service on the board as board director for Living Grace Homes and on the Henderson Community Foundation. And one of my dear friends who is just an absolute inspiration to me, because every single day this woman, her job is she actually saves lives. She is the chief interventional radiologist at Red Rock Radiology Associates, which leads in vascular and interventional care for patients in Nevada. The focus of her clinical career is minimally invasive, image-guided procedures that complement or replace large invasive open surgeries in the treatment of cancer, trauma, cardiovascular diseases, chronic pain, getting people off of opiate addiction, reproductive health, helping to minimize fibroids in females. And she's the first person to actually operate in this, using this technology on the spleen. She literally saves lives every single day. And she has been bringing innovative technology to patients in Nevada, and very coveted in Southern Nevada. An accomplished author, Dr. Konsenko, has additionally published numerous scientific articles and is actively involved as a reviewer, moderator, and speaker at many national conferences in regards to this innovative technology. Today, she's just very passionate. If you see her in the hallways, please pull her aside and get her talking about her passion. And she gets one day off, and she's spending it up here with us. And so I just really want to highlight her because catch her in the hallway, and just she's such a blessing to all Nevadans for her miracles that she's able to do every single day. So thank you all. Please join me and give them a big round of applause.
Any further remarks from the floor? Senator Cannizzaro.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. And we have had a very, very busy floor today. So thanks you to all of our guests and groups who are here visiting and watching us at the legislature. With that, Mr. President, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until the hour of 11 a.m. on Thursday, February 27th, 2025.
Thank you. You've heard the motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned.